When you think of a hippopotamus, you probably picture a big, chubby animal lounging in the water. But there's so much more to these incredible creatures than their laid-back appearance. Hippos are one of the most unique and surprising animals on the planet. And once you get to know them, you'll see why they deserve a lot more attention. First off, let's talk about their size. Hippos are massive, weighing up to 4,000 pounds, but don't let that fool you into thinking they're slow. These giants can run up to 30 miles per hour on land, faster than most humans. In the water, they don't exactly swim, they kind of bounce along the riverbed, pushing off the ground in an almost weightless glide. It's both graceful and a little unexpected for an animal their size. Despite spending most of their time in the water, hippos aren't fish or amphibians, they're mammals through and through. They have to come up for air every 5 minutes or so, even when they're sleeping. Their nostrils and eyes sit high on their heads, so they can keep most of their bodies submerged while still seeing and breathing. This makes them perfectly adapted for a life split between land and water. One of the coolest things about hippos is their built-in sunscreen. Their skin secretes a reddish-orange fluid that looks like sweat but acts as a natural sunblock and antibiotic. This helps protect them from the harsh African sun and prevents infections from the many scrapes they get while jostling for space and dominance. Speaking of dominance, hippos are not as chill as they look. They're actually considered one of the most dangerous animals in Africa. They're highly territorial and incredibly protective of their space and young. A hippo's powerful jaws can crush a crocodile, even flip a boat, if they feel threatened. Their teeth can grow up to 20 inches long, and they aren't afraid to use them. But there's a softer side to hippos, too. They live in social groups called pods, which usually consist of a dominant male, several females, and their offspring. These pods work together to protect their territory and keep an eye out for predators. Watching a baby hippo nuzzle up to its mom or playfully splash around is one of the most heartwarming sights in the animal kingdom. Hippos also have some pretty quirky habits. They often graze at night, venturing out of the water to munch on grass for hours. Despite their enormous size, their diet is almost entirely herbivorous, and while they might seem clumsy, they navigate rough terrain with surprising agility. There's no doubt that hippos are full of contradictions. They're gentle grazers with a fierce side, massive but fast, and both aquatic and terrestrial. They're a perfect example of how nature loves to keep us on our toes. The next time you see a hippo, remember there's a lot more to them than meets the eye.